Tombstone, 1993, cast then and now, in 2025. Let's begin. Number 1 is Kurt Russell, who was 42 when he portrayed the legendary lawman Wyatt Earp. Now 74, Russell was already established with roles in Escape from New York and The Thing before Tombstone. His career continued with hits like Stargate, Death Proof, and the Guardians of the Galaxy series. In a relationship with Goldie Hawn since 1983, they have one son together plus children from previous relationships. An accomplished pilot and winemaker, Russell maintains a private family life away from Hollywood. As Wyatt Earp, he embodied the stoic, justice-seeking lawman whose personal vendetta against the Cowboys gang becomes a legendary tale of frontier justice. Number 2 is Val Kilmer, who was 33 playing the tuberculosis-stricken dentist-turned-gunslinger. Now 65, his pre-Tombstone work included Top Gun and The Doors. Post-Tombstone, he starred in Batman Forever and Heat. After battling throat cancer in 2015, Kilmer documented his recovery in the acclaimed documentary Val, 2021. Twice divorced with 2 children, he founded a creative arts community in New Mexico. A passionate advocate for Native American causes, Kilmer continues voice acting despite speech challenges from his illness. His portrayal of Doc Holliday, with quotable lines and charismatic menace, remains one of cinema's most memorable supporting characters. Number 3 is Joanna Pacula, who was 36 portraying Doc Holliday's Hungarian lover. Now 68, the Polish-born actress had appeared in Gorky Park before Tombstone. Her career continued with Virus and numerous television roles. Very private about her personal life, she's known to be an accomplished linguist and former ballerina. After surviving the Warsaw Uprising, Pacula became a passionate supporter of Eastern European humanitarian causes. Her character Big Nose Kate represented Doc's conflicted past, drawn to his self-destructive charisma, while serving as both enabler and caretaker during his slow death from tuberculosis. Number 4 is Sam Elliott, who was 14 portraying Wyatt's older, more level-headed brother. Now 81, Elliott was known for westerns like The Quick and the Dead before Tombstone. His distinctive voice and persona later graced The Big Lebowski, A Star is Born, earning an Oscar nomination, and The Ranch. Married to actress Catherine Ross since 1984, they have one daughter. A passionate conservationist and veteran advocate, Elliott owns a ranch in Oregon. As Virgil Earp, he represented the moral conscience of the brothers, taking on the marshal badge from a sense of duty rather than vengeance. Number 5 is Lisa Collins, who was 34 playing Virgil's strong-willed, outspoken wife. Now 66, Tombstone was one of her first major film roles. She later appeared in television series including NYPD Blue and Chicago Hope. Maintaining a private personal life, Collins transitioned to teaching acting while continuing occasional film and television work. Known for her advocacy for greater diversity in Western films, she helps preserve the historical stories of frontier women. Her portrayal of Allie brought necessary female perspective to the Earp saga, showing the personal cost the vendetta exacted on the women who supported these legendary lawmen. Number 6 is Bill Paxton, who was 38 playing the youngest, most vulnerable Earp brother. He passed away in 2017 at age 61 from complications following heart surgery. Before Tombstone, he starred in Aliens and Apollo 13, later leading the HBO series Big Love. Married to Louise Newberry for 30 years, they had 2 children. A passionate filmmaker, Paxton directed Frailty and was an advocate for space exploration and storm research. His character Morgan represented the tragic cost of the Earp-Cowboy feud, with his injury and death serving as the catalyst for Wyatt's vendetta ride. Number 7 is Michael Biehn, who was 37 portraying the educated, psychopathic gunslinger. Now 69, Biehn was known for The Terminator and Aliens, pre-Tombstone. He continued with roles in The Rock and television's The Mandalorian. Married 3 times with 5 sons, Biehn launched his own production company, focusing on grindhouse-style films. A skilled martial artist and firearms enthusiast, he frequents fan conventions celebrating his iconic roles. As Johnny Ringo, Biehn created Doc Holliday's intellectual and physical equal, a man whose Latin-quoting sophistication barely masked his nihilistic death wish. Number 8 is Lisa Collins, who was 34 playing Morgan Earp's devoted wife. Now 66, Tombstone represented one of her first significant film roles after television work. She later appeared in NYPD Blue and LA Law. Maintaining a private personal life, Collins transitioned to voice acting and teaching while continuing occasional film work. An advocate for historical accuracy in Western filmmaking, she participates in festivals celebrating frontier women's stories. Her character Louisa expanded the film's emotional stakes, demonstrating the devastating impact of violence on families when she mourns Morgan's death, highlighting the personal cost of the Earp cowboy vendetta. Number 9 is Powers Booth, who was 45, playing the charismatic leader of the outlaw Cowboys. He passed away in 2017 at age 68 from natural causes. Before Tombstone, he won an Emmy for Guyana Tragedy and appeared in Red Dawn. Later career highlights included Deadwood and Nashville. Married to Pam Cole for over 40 years until his death, they had 2 children. Known for his bass voice and imposing presence, Booth was also a skilled stage actor. His portrayal of Curly Bill combined jovial menace with genuine leadership, making the outlaw both fearsome and oddly likable. Number 10 is Stephen Lang, who was 41, portraying the cowardly, vengeful cowboy. Now 73, Lang appeared in Gettysburg before Tombstone. His career later flourished with Avatar, Don't Breathe, and their sequels. Married to Christina Watson since 1980, they have 4 children. A dedicated stage actor and playwright, Lang maintains rigorous physical training for his action roles. An advocate for wounded veterans, he performs a one-man show about Medal of Honor recipients. His Ike Clanton embodied frontier hypocrisy, threatening violence but crumbling when confronted, then seeking revenge through manipulation rather than direct confrontation. Number 11 is Thomas Hayden Church, who was 33, playing the doomed youngest Clanton brother. Now 65, Tombstone was an early film role before his breakout in TV's Wings. He later earned an Oscar nomination for Sideways and appeared in Spider-Man 3 and Divorce. Intensely private about his personal life, he has 1 daughter and runs a large Texas ranch. An environmentalist and animal welfare advocate, Church balances acting with sustainable ranching. His brief but memorable performance as Billy showed a young man trying to live up to his family's outlaw reputation, culminating in his death at the OK Corral. Number 12 is Dana Wheeler Nicholson, who was 33, portraying Wyatt's laudanum-addicted common-law wife. Now 65, she had appeared in Fletch and Beverly Hills Cop 2 before Tombstone. Her career continued with Friday Night Lights and Nashville. Private about her personal life, she's reportedly married to filmmaker Alex Smith and performs as a singer-songwriter in Austin, Texas. An advocate for independent film and music, Wheeler Nicholson remains active in regional theater. Her portrayal of Maddie showed the dark side of frontier life, a woman trapped in addiction and abandonment, creating a stark contrast to Josephine's freedom and vitality. Number 13 is Billy Zane, who was 27, playing the traveling Shakespearean actor. Now 59, Zane had appeared in Back to the Future and Dead Calm before Tombstone. He later achieved fame in Titanic and The Phantom. Twice married with 2 daughters, Zane is also an accomplished painter whose abstract works have been exhibited internationally. A passionate environmentalist and ocean conservationist, he frequently supports marine protection charities. His portrayal of Mr. Fabian added cultural sophistication to the frontier setting, while providing comic relief through his theatrical reactions to Wild West violence. Number 14 is Paula Malcolmson, who was 23 when she briefly appeared as Allie Earp in some scenes. Now 55, this early role preceded her significant career in Deadwood, Ray Donovan, and the Hunger Games series. Born in Northern Ireland, she's an advocate for peace and reconciliation efforts in her homeland. Known for her versatility with accents and intense dramatic performances, Malcolmson maintains privacy about her personal life. Her brief appearance in Tombstone began a career specializing in complex, resilient women in period settings, particularly on HBO's Western series Deadwood, where she portrayed Trixie. Number 15 is Jason Priestley, who was 24, portraying the dandified, somewhat effeminate deputy. Now 56, he was at the height of Beverly Hills 90210 fame when cast in Tombstone. His later career included directing television and starring in Call Me Fitz. Married to makeup artist Naomi Loud since 2005, they have 2 children. Following a near-fatal 2002 racing accident, Priestley became an advocate for track safety. He He now balances acting, directing, and winemaking. His deputy Breckenridge provided comic relief, while subtly expanding the film's portrayal of frontier masculinity beyond simple gunslinger stereotypes. Number 16 is Michael Rooker, who was 38, portraying the cowboy-turned-Earp ally. Now 70, Rooker was known for Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer before Tombstone. His career expanded with The Walking Dead, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Suicide Squad. Married to Margot Rooker since 1979, they have 2 daughters. An avid martial artist and outdoorsman, Rooker is known for his authentic, intense performances. His character, McMasters, demonstrated the fluid allegiances of frontier life, abandoning the Cowboys to join Wyatt's vendetta ride, bringing crucial insider knowledge about his former associates. Number 17 is Dana Delaney, who was 37 when she portrayed Wyatt Earp's refined love interest. Now 69, she was famous from China Beach, winning 2 Emmys before Tombstone. Her career thrived with Desperate Housewives, Body of Proof, and voice work as Lois Lane in animated Superman series. Never married and without children by choice, Delaney serves as an advocate for scleroderma research following her sister's battle with the disease. An active philanthropist supporting arts education, she continues acting in television and theater. As Josephine Marcus, she represented civilization's refining influence on the frontier, becoming Wyatt's lifelong companion and the witness who helped cement his legend.